Hey guys, welcome back. We are on the Horadric staff quest, which starts by having to get the Horadric Cube. So we need to go through the rocky waste and the dry hills and get into the halls of the dead, which we should find the cube. Now, there's not too much to worry about there as far as like bosses or anything. There's a named cat, but that's not too noticeable. The main thing about Act 2 to worry about are the beetles, or the scarabs, whatever you want to call them. There's the stony tomb, which we do not need to go in. The beetles are dangerous if you're not paying attention because of they're essentially a giant pack of lightning enchanted mobs in an overly simplistic way, which there's some over there. And especially being a lightning character myself, it might be hard to know who is who. Our merc is dying exceptionally fast, but I want to level him, so trying to keep him around.
Good evening.
So I'm gonna go back, reset this. Go again. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he was dying pretty quickly because I was trying to make sure I was looking at his health, but it did not seem to be helping. Fortunately, it looks like all of our traps were effective. I'm gonna stash a few potions. Oh, jeez, I was wondering why I wasn't placing any traps. I was spamming burst of speed. Duh. That was awkward. But I looked good doing it, I'm sure. So now that we actually have our trap ready and I'm not just spamming a buff, should be able to kill some mobs. Again, the problem of being lightning based character is I can't tell my lightning from theirs. I mean, the direction is a hint, but unlike our melee character in the last playthrough, we can keep our distance pretty well, so it shouldn't be as dangerous. It's mainly the way you get yourself killed is just rushing into them and hitting too many at once, especially if you have AoE attacks. As our poor merc is learning, unfortunately. There is a bit of strategy with how you approach them. There's certain angles that their lightning always comes out of, so if you're standing in the correct way, you won't get hit, but since that is easier said than done as far as positioning, the easiest way is to just, don't stand near them at all. But besides that, our traps are speeding things up, I feel. And we haven't had any close calls yet. We don't necessarily need to top ourselves off with potions because of our merc's prayer aura. In fact, most of my potions have been going to my mercenary. I believe the lightning still hits them even if they are flying, but I'm not sure. Is a combat shrine, which makes us actually look like we're combat capable. And here we go, dry hills. So as per usual, you're going to want to find the... Let's see, extra fast. We're going to want to find the waypoint, if at all possible. And then we'll head down into the halls. The cats are annoying, but usually not that threatening. So usually they kind of remind me of like the rogues in Act 1, just because they're kind of like humanoid enemies with conventional weapons. And the extra fast ones, apparently. Throw some more down. I was looking at the charge bolt, and like, it doesn't scale particularly quickly. Although maybe I'm just like underestimating the values because they're like hard values, not percentages, as far as potential damage of it. But I mean, you can't really argue with these results. We are killing people relatively fast, so. A lot of mana shrines. Game wants us to spam. Some out there and then. It looks like there's a higher area up there. That we can get to. I am also forgetting to like pull down the map now that I have it faded, so I'm sorry if that's hard to see. I'm just so used to keeping a map up when I play this game that I don't even notice. I assume that's relatively common for anyone who does play the game though. Although maybe I'm the weirdo, but that's always been my assumption. As far as that hanging skill point, I think I'm just gonna hold on to that to be my saved up one for level 18. We will see. And I'm just gonna do a quick run by to make sure the waypoint isn't here. Doesn't look like it is. I don't know if there's like a guaranteed, because there's a second level, the waypoint's always on the higher end. I don't actually know if that's the thing. So up we go. Fresh burst of speed. There's the Halls of the Dead. So now we just need to find a waypoint. I think I mentioned that once I do hit 18, I'm probably going to switch to Fade, just because it gives resistances. It actually gives a degree of physical resistance as well, but it doesn't actually say that on the ability, which is a bit of interesting information. There's usually not too many ways of actually reducing physical damage. I know there's a few, I assume this is for Oasis, yep. I think because of that fact, there's actually a few assassin builds. They're janky ones, but still fun, that essentially build around being invincible by way of damage reduction, which is pretty funny. You know, you can do portions of that with elemental things by like virtue of absorb stats, like absorb lightning, absorb fire, that kind of thing, combined with high resistances. We'll see as far as gems are concerned what we end up with once I'm done once I get the cube, I'll combine them all and see if there's anything to put together. I might want to start putting like sapphires into my gear just to get more mana. Just to have a bigger mana pool. Also, having bigger mana pools actually increases your mana regen as well, because of the way it works. So it is in my best interest to do that. Let's throw down some traps and run in. Make some mana potions. For those who are unfamiliar, the hollow ones function like shamans in the first act, but for skeletons. So if you don't kill them, you just have to deal with endless 0 XP skeletons, which no one wants. Hopefully that'll clear the room. Again, not really sure the best ways to go about laying traps, but
I need mana.
this seems to be working okay, and I'm sure a lot of it's pretty situational as far as where you should be throwing them. There we go. Well, this is a dead end, so we're on our way back. This is a busy room. Let's just throw some traps in there. Should help. First we need to get at these guys. That was relatively painless. Having to cut through that many guys would be really annoying on my on essentially a left clicker.
Not enough mana.
One advantage of the next trap we get, the lightning one, is that the attack travels through people, so you don't need to worry about some guy standing in the way and absorbing all the hits. Again, with the embalmed guys, you can, if you stand still, their poison cloud doesn't really affect you. So that's one way to save yourself some poison damage. Just throw a ton of traps in there and see what happens. And, make sure we go after these guys once we clear the room. Seem to have done. Might have to start throwing out old charms that aren't really useful, especially if we get any more. I do not know what the game's obsession with amethysts and sapphires are. Seem to be getting a lot of them. Fortunately, our merc does a lot better against the undead guys. instead of getting constantly bombarded by lightning. Some potions. Sarcophagus takes a beating. And here's the waypoint. That's good. Found it before I even had to mention looking for it, for once. I remember I was a bit of a stickler with making sure I found them all last playthrough. Although I don't think I ever went back and got Great Marsh.
I need mine.
Clear them from the back there. Now go after the whole ones.
I can't carry anymore.
Sure to heal up our merc. Who seems exceptionally poisoned right around now. Socket wrist blade, no thanks. Clear out the rest of here. Let's pick up the staff. And just do it so.
Good day.
2 to energy. That can probably replace our, yeah. Guess we might as well start dedicating to it. Got a good amount of money there. And a bunch of gems. Okay. Down we go to level 3. Around the corner, spear cats. They're looking for the special room, which looks like it's right here.
Not enough mana.
And down he goes. And there's a cube. So,
You have quite a
that is the cube found. So, we can start to combine all our gems, but I'm not going to have to do that all while I'm recording. I'll
Hello.
come back when I'm done. So, next time we'll go into the fun tunnels of love. That is the Maggot Lair. So I'll see you guys then. Take care.